might have wondered where we were for a little bit. It's been a little weird, to say the least. It's brown. So we had a lot of reasons that we did not have a show the last few weeks. First of all, we went to the Digital Art Deathmatch, so we were at that. So we did not have a show that week. And then we were going to come back, and we were thinking about doing a show, but we were like coming back literally on a Monday. So we're like, okay, maybe we won't do a show on that Monday. So we didn't do a show. And then Mother's Day was after that, and something happened to me. We'll talk about that in a second. And then so we rescheduled with Josh, and then I realized that next week Matt was out of town.
I was on vacation, yeah.
And it was also a holiday as well. So I was like, all right, we'll reschedule again. So it's been basically like...
It's been
1 month since we did a show, so we are playing a little catch up. Okay, so I'll show this video first of all. What happened on Mother's Day? So NAB, you always get the cruds, right? I got the cruds. I was feeling better, but then it turned into a sinus infection. Sinus infection got really, really bad, and I was just like, "This is really bad." And I went to the doctor, because I was about to go to the Digital Art Deathmatch. And I got on some meds, felt better at the Digital Art Deathmatch, came home from that, not feeling well again, got on some more meds, going back to the doctor like 3 times. I was like, this hurts really bad. And, they don't give you pain meds anymore. They don't give a crap. Everybody's ruined it for everybody. So it's like, pop a couple Tylenol, you'll be fine. And so that's what they did. And like many times when I've tried to tell my doctors in the past that I had something really weird and bad and painful going on, they ignored it and told me to take Tylenol. So on Mother's Day...
Love the American healthcare system.
Right, exactly. Yeah, use this nasal spray and take a Tylenol. It's like, what do you think I've been doing the last month? So I had some really bad sinus pressure. I had some ocular migraines from it, which I've had ocular migraines in the past, and if you've had one and you get one for the first time, it's really scary because your vision gets weird, you see squiggly lines, you think you're having a stroke, okay, all of that, right? So it's Mother's Day, and I'm sitting down, I'm writing a message on Slack, and I hit send, and part of my vision freezes, like a little circle of what I had written on my phone froze. And I'm like, this is like a digital glitch. This is like not real life. This is not real life. And I get up and I'm like, why do I see a still frame? It just doesn't, I don't get it. Your brain's not digital. I don't understand how it's frozen. I could understand if you saw something weird or whatever, but it's frozen. Who hit pause? So I'm walking into the kitchen. I'm like, this isn't right. This is weird. It's starting to get fuzzy like an ocular migraine does. First I'm thinking, is this an ocular migraine, like supersized? What is going on? And then it gets weird, and then I start getting really dizzy, and it all kind of fades out after that. Apparently after that I was like, okay, I'm going to get my ice pack, because I had been using an ice pack a lot because my head hurt so bad, and I don't remember that part. Apparently I was going to go get it, and I look up to the ceiling and I'm like screaming and yelling as if something is attacking me. I don't remember any of this at this point. Like, it faded out after I went into the other room. And after I thought something was attacking me, I fell on the floor. I started convulsing. I bashed my head on the side of the rail. I bit the side of my tongue and the tip of my tongue, which took weeks before I could even feel my tongue anymore. Or again, I still have a little weirdness with it. And, I was convulsing. I was bleeding and foaming at the mouth. And it was super scary. And then paramedics came. They tried to get me on the stretcher. I was like, why do I need to get on the stretcher? Didn't know what was going on. Don't remember any of that until I was in the ambulance. I'm in the ambulance, and I'm starting to come to. And I have no idea what happened. I'm just, like, in the ambulance, and they take me to the hospital. They do some scans. They realize I had a subarachnoid hemorrhage, which they could see on a CT scan, but they needed to investigate more. It took me 2 days to even get into a room, and at that point, well, actually, before that, they transferred me because they saw the subarachnoid hemorrhage. It's like a brain thing. They're like, we need to transfer you to a hospital that has brain surgeons. I'm like, okay, that sounds fun. Jeez. Get there, they're looking at it. They look at an MRI, and because we're trying to figure out, well, why did I have a seizure? Because I had a seizure from the hemorrhage, convulsing. I was so sore. Like, what it does to your body is crazy. Like, every muscle in my body, it felt like I had like a workout. And so they do a bunch of MRIs. I'm feeling weird. I'm anxious. All this stuff's going through my head. I'm having to sit inside of one of those MRI machines for almost an hour.
They won't give you any pain meds or anything, right?
They didn't give me any pain meds. They did give me anti-anxiety stuff when I asked for it.
Oh, that's good.
Because that's my biggest anxiety, is having like medical stuff. That it freaks me out, right? So when they tell me your brain is bleeding, so on the MRI they saw that I had a clot in my head. So now the problem is I have a clot which needs medicine to thin the blood, but I have a hemorrhage, which means I'm bleeding in my brain. So giving me that medicine could make it worse. Luckily, the CTs had already shown at this point that it was it wasn't getting worse, that it was going away. So apparently, clot in my brain, it's very rare. It's only like, I think, 5 in a million people who get this.
Jeez.
It's a clot that happens on the brain, on the blood outflow of your brain. So luckily, that's what it was, because if it's on the inflow of your brain, you're losing oxygen to your brain. My problem was that it was just causing pressure trying to get out of my brain. And so that pressure was so bad that it busted a blood vessel in my brain, which caused the bleed, which then caused the seizure. So it's a long process. I've got to inject myself twice a day with a needle and take anti-seizure meds. I'm not allowed to drive for 3 months. It's
insane.
A whole thing. We got to do more MRIs to make sure. Luckily, I didn't have to have brain surgery. They said that it was more of a risk to have the brain surgery than to, But I think the infection ultimately caused it. It was just so bad, and I just kept telling him, I'm like, I'm on all these antibiotics and steroids, and it keeps coming back. This is really bad.
Yeah.
I'll just take some Tylenol. So I'll show you a video of what it looks like here. It's got the obligatory, scary TikTok music. This is what it looked like. It literally looked like that.
That part to me is so crazy. It's so crazy to me that dude, I'm telling you, if that had happened to me, I would have been like, all right, this is all simulation. I'm done.
I know. I was like, this isn't right. This isn't right.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine seeing that. And the craziest part was when it started blinking. It started blinking on and off.
Jeez.
And I'm like, how is this real?
That is crazy. It's like, what goes on in your brain for that, for that to actually happen?
So that's where hit my head, blood on the boxes there, paramedics. I don't remember any of this. I'm sitting there. That's right there is when I regained memory, getting in the...
Jeez.
Yeah.
Then you got the TikTok noise.
Anyway,
that's crazy, dude. I'm glad you're okay. I really am.
Yeah,
I was worried about you.
Because
I saw you before, and I was like, dude, like, you're sick.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really hoping you're okay.
Yeah, I was just getting by with whatever I could. I mean, I think we had a meeting with Winkleman a couple days before, and I dragged myself to that meeting, and you're like, oh, you look like crap, dude. I'm like, I know. And after that, I wasn't working at all. Like, I was just like, I can't. I was just laying in bed. I was getting weird headaches, too.
Yeah.
Weird. How hard
Those
to describe.
ocular migraines are weird. I've only had one in my life, and it was bad.
And the headaches were just unexplainable, and they would happen more at night. It has to do with the blood in your brain when you sleep, you know. And it took a while for those to go away, and I was in the hospital for a week. And the problem is, it's like you're good to go home. The problem is your blood levels of how thin. They were too thin, and they had to go down. And then they're like, we're gonna have to test again, but you got to wait 2 days. And then if it's not good after 2 days, you got to wait another 2 days. So I was just bored out of my mind watching TikTok.
Sure.
You know, just like watching like 18 hours of TikTok a day.
Jeez.
You know, luckily I had my lazy ring with me.
Yeah.
I love my lazy ring.
That's funny.
So I came back though, and it's weird. It's you know, I'm slowly getting back into it. So if you wonder where we were, that was kind of the deal. It's like I had to kind of remember how to do everything again for the show. It's been so long. Luckily, I don't feel like I had any other problems brain-wise, except, you know, I'm on a lot of medication that causes me to be a little foggy at times.
Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks.
That kind of sucks. But it's fine. I'm been enjoying taking it slower. You know, I've been playing a lot of Prop Hunter, and I've been streaming it. I had just posted a couple game clips right before the incident happened or whatever, and I don't know. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I've been putting it on my TikTok. So if anybody wants to check that out, I do stream on Twitch and on TikTok, not every night, but almost every night now. I hop on around 8 p.m. Central-ish. It's very loose. It's not like doing this show.
What's your username?
So on Twitch, I'm Zeta Renders. On TikTok, I'm Zeta Renders. On Instagram, I'm just using my existing account. I didn't want to make a separate account for it.
Mograph Dave?
Mograph Dave. Yeah, and I'll show you a couple examples. We've had some friends hop on, which has been fun. The TikToks get more views. The TikToks get more views, and the TikToks are longer because they allow you to show the whole thing. So I kind of have to cut down some of the tension out of these and just cut the parts where I'm waiting. Maybe that's for the better. I'll show you two real quick. We were on the other night with Cameron and John Haley, and here is one where I was a soda machine. Check this out. Do I dare just... Oh, hey, yeah, hide inside of me. Get inside of me, John Haley. If anyone shoots at me, I am changing. So you're gonna have to get out of me really quick.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
I saw the one that you did where you were a soda machine and then you immediately changed yourself.
Everywhere else but here.
And so where you were hiding inside.
Oh, is it just us, dude? It's just us.
Dude,
get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready! Nope.
We both have the stun. We both have the stun.
Oh, they shot the other one. I can't believe it. Here it goes. Here it goes. Oh, I can't keep this up for a minute and a half. Oh, oh, oh. Get ready to run. Get ready to run. This guy, he's suspicious.
Oh god. Oh god.
It didn't happen. Come on.
Oh.
We can do this.
Oh.
Stay inside of me, John Haley.
Insane.
John Haley, it's gonna be you, because they're gonna take me out. You're gonna have to run.
Oh.
You're gonna have to run. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh my.
No. Going. No! Okay, so there's two ways you can play the game. One of the ways is by hiding as a prop. You're a prop from the game and hoping they don't see you. Another way is to play chicken, which I got a bunch of them in here. Some of them are very long bouts of playing chicken. I call them chicken run. Here's one more quick one. You can see what it's like to play chicken. Oh, he saw me.
I love the music.
They're gonna get me. They're gonna get me. Anyway, if you're a 3D artist, this is a fun game, and I don't know what it is about being a 3D artist that makes it fun. I guess it's because you're using props. It's like you're using models, and you got to get it just right. And you can do things like jump and hang on things, and try and like do duplicates of yourself as decoys, so you look like something else, so you don't look like maybe a chair. Maybe you look like part of a gun turret or something, And so I encourage anybody to try it who thinks they might be into it. You don't have to be good at shooter games to do this. You have to know how to use the controller, but that's about it. And I think that's why it's fun, because a lot of it's chance. So this is Cold War. This is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War from 2020. This is the last one that had Prop Hunter, and there's a rumor the new one was going to have Prop Hunter. I hope so, but if you want to play with us, we have a game hangout channel now on our Discord for the evenings, and we've had up to 6 or 7 people playing with us at once already. So the thing is, it takes a while to install, but once you get it installed,
money.
I mean, the game is still, but it's like every other game. It's $60.